obviously with the Wolves doing a lot during that game. Started off well for OG. They're able to get a lot of points extracted out of APG. And their day-to-day for OG has been a really remarkable one, I think. It's maybe, but I'd say it's definitely not what we expected coming into this tournament, considering, you know, that the Indian region in general has not really seen the global stage in a very long time in this way. PMWC didn't go particularly well for them, but the fact that they've come up here and they've done really, really well, getting over 40 points in their first day, is going to be a massive confidence boost, not only to OG, but for the fans at home, through the region in general. I'm hoping we'll see more from them. Unless they're being nasty, then they can go away.
Let's be honest, right? I think everyone can agree that Alpha Gaming hasn't played fantastically well today. And I think that it's a sad... Wow, that is a very nice shot. What
You're kidding.
the... Okay. With the Scar as well. I mean, it's really impressive. Actually insanely impressive at that distance. Yeah, I think everyone can agree. Muff! Oh my goodness me! I think he'll give his life for it, but you don't really care.
My goodness me, what a stylish way to close that down. All right. Right, it's not guaranteed, and you do have huge chunks taken out you, almost guaranteed. Oh, the lone survivor from Orangutan from the last game. He's riding strong into this one. Let's see if they can make their way up. Currently, Orangutan making their way up from around Shelter, around that lumber yard, at the top of the hill on the southeast side. And then as well, going to be difficult to get this one back up for Alpha Gaming. And a nice little pickup. Keep that ball rolling for OG. They are currently in 4th place. And they're going to add that extra point to the tally, make that 40. Nice, clean round number. And that's where we said we wanted to see teams at the end of a single day, right, over that 40-point threshold to look safer to going towards that 7th place.
Yeah, Thunder Talk's in a really good position right now at 57. OG just breaking that barrier of 40 is perfect for them going into tomorrow. They just need to keep up this kind of pace. Again, I think for OG, coming into the first day and getting 40 points is a really, really big deal, especially for India in general, because typically what has happened a lot of times is that when we've seen India in international tournaments, a lot of times they play catch-up second day, just because they haven't had enough international experience by that point. So OG actually picking up 40 points here is a massive change within the scene for them, and will be very beneficial for them going into tomorrow. Our rate similarly at 55 points. I don't think
now top and Ziol isolated from one another, and it looks like OG are sort of aware of where these players start and where they drop. Spots Ziol on the ridgeline. Wizgod, nah, he doesn't want to take that fight. The rest of his team's got it under control. Tanky, oh, not so strong this time on the flick. Ziol may actually get the flush there, but is actually going to be able to pick up a buggy because of it. This is going to be a get out of jail card for him. We had a word from our eyes on the ground from 7WG. He gave us some info that OG said that they're building some confidence and they're looking to adjust tactics. Obviously, coming through from India, having a great time here so far at the start. They're up into 5th place now, Blank, on the overall standings. And if they can continue to build that confidence, it would be great to see an Indian team back towards one of those really competitive spots. It's been a long time before we've seen since we've seen that sort of thing, and it would be great to have it once again. That representation would be brilliant. We'll look forward to it, but they need to hold their nerve. They're on the south side of this one. A couple of nades to play with. Doc on the off angle. Looks like OG know about it though. They are wary of the angle. Nobody really on that south flank other than him to find it. And the shots are connecting. The Wizcott looking good to try and find the knock. The Doc repositions. Oh, he steps back into the spray line and nearly goes down because of it.
Wizgod going to send straight back up again. Knows he needs to pull the pin on the grenade now because he has to keep the Xavier at bay. Another strong grenade over the top. Lambor last remaining alive inside of this bunker. And now they look further towards Levi's. And again, more res is coming through. They see Mad Balls off in the distance. OG looking for even more on this game. Up to the top 4 now.
Mad Balls are the bigger threat for OG right now, but he's just launching an 8 over to Levi's. Doesn't connect there. Some cover still found. That is a crazy push, you're right, but somehow goes unpunished. Mad Balls more preoccupied with getting those reses. There's 3 players still alive here. The Molotov sent to the sky for Aru. Trying to slow, and he pushes. The nades continue to roll over the top. That looks like it sits under him. No, it's not going to go off in time and won't be able to connect either. Somehow DXavier surviving these nades. Everything being put their way. They're stepping out. They're moving.
They're just keep them at bay, though. This is the big thing right now for OG, is that as long as they can keep DXavier stuck inside these tunnels, it makes their end game a lot easier. They just need to control R8 on the sidelines, but you just hope they don't put too much attention here. If they get that done, now they know they need to move in. This is a good setup of vehicles from DXavier. There's a player behind, hidden away, looking for the flush. WizGod goes down now. AKOP needs to find Paragin, who's been holding a cheeky angle for so long, and Levi's will finish them off. Dear me, what an angle from Paragin underneath the vehicle. That is a sneaky maneuver.